Here's a pretty funny short story that really hits home on 3 points I talk about quite often. Number one, they always come back. If things didn't work out with the new guy, they'll come back to you hoping they have another chance because they don't want to be alone and they can mooch off you. Number two, how they hate rejection. They lose their minds over it. And three, often when they break up with the guy saying that I need to clear my head, I need to go find myself, that type of thing, they're usually finding some other guy. And usually it doesn't work out and they come back when that guy breaks up with them. Titled, Am I the a-hole for not telling my ex-girlfriend that I wasn't happy while we were dating? Now listen to this. The title may throw you off a little bit. It says here, Hi, I want a little bit of perspective here. My ex-girlfriend and I had been dating for nearly 2 years. Around 2 months ago, she said she wasn't in the right headspace and felt the need to end the relationship. Sure. A girl could be in not the right headspace, but if her heart and her soul and her mind is attached to the guy, she'll be with him. She's looking to replace him. I was sad about that for sure, but I didn't fight it in the way that maybe I should have. I figured there was no point delaying the inevitable. Well, there you go. Good for him about it. Clearly he wasn't very happy, and that's all right. Sigh of relief, actually. Well, last weekend, 2 months later, she reached out to me on text, said that she was going to be near my place in the afternoon, and wanted to grab something to eat. How interesting. Radio silence for 2 months, and all of a sudden, I happen to be in the neighborhood. Yeah, this is called testing the waters. Guess things didn't work out with the other guy when she was finding herself or getting in the right headspace. I said, sure. I was going to grab something to eat anyway, and our breakup had been amicable. Smack! There's no point in getting together with her. Why waste your time? Why waste a good Saturday afternoon? He's about to see why. Well, we talked a bit, and she asked me if I was seeing someone. She went from dipping her toe in the pool to dipping her whole leg. I honestly said, nothing serious, no. She was open with me and said that she would like to give her relationship another chance. Well, wait a second. What happened 2 months ago when you weren't right in the head? I mean, we know she wasn't right in the head, but you get the point. Something tells me that things didn't work out with the guy that she was obviously hoping it would work out for, and now she's coming back. I appreciated that, but I told her that we broke up for a reason. That we both weren't happy in the relationship, so it was probably a bad idea, and it would just lead to us breaking up again. Boom, rejection. And how do you think she's going to take this rejection? She was hung up on me saying that we both weren't happy. She asked me what I meant by that. If I wasn't happy in a relationship, I said it was the same as with her, that I was running on autopilot as well, that the relationship had become stressful and an obligation rather than something to cherish. You can see where this is going. She got a bit angry with me and said if that were the case, I should have said something during it, and we could have fixed things together rather than how her feeling she was alone wasn't into it. Hang on here. This is his Saturday afternoon. He's meeting for some food, and already he's the bad guy here. She broke up with him, and now she's mad at him for not, talking about that he was obviously not happy in the relationship. Who cares? Water in the bridge, we're broken up. She's just mad that he doesn't want to get back with her. And she's got to stir up some shit, make him out to be the bad guy here. I told her it's water under the bridge. And she said that she cried after our breakup. It had meant something to her, and was I fazed by it at all? If it meant something to you, bitch, why'd you break up with me? She's full of crap. That stung a bit and angered me too. I said, of course, I was sad by it too, but she unilaterally ended things with me. We ended on a bad note and went our separate ways. See? There you go. If you guys haven't caught on yet, she wanted to get back with him because things didn't work out clearly with whoever she wanted to replace him with. She's testing the water, and he's like, nope, that's not going to work. And now she's finding an excuse to be mad at him and lash out on him because he was open in the relationship about not being happy. Who cares? But she wants to have the last word. She wants to make him out to be the bad guy. Well, I told my best friend what happened, and he agreed with me that it was rich of her to say all this after being the one who ended things. Thank you. Well, yesterday I met another close friend of mine who's a girl, and she said she could see my ex's point. So I want some perspective. Was I the a-hole? No, bro, you weren't. The only thing you did, you were the a-hole was meeting up with her for a meal. Okay? You think if things worked out with the guy that she obviously broke up with you with, that she'd be meeting you for some French onion soup at fucking Panera Bread? No, she would not. Not at all. Things didn't work out. She's come back to you. And now she has the nerve, the gall, to make you out to be the villain here. And oh yeah, of course, his female friend is kind of seeing her point there because that's how they operate. Who the fuck cares? But anyhow, this is why you don't get back with exes, okay? The only reason you can get back with an ex is if you broke up amicably in the sense, hear me out here, like say you're young and she went off to another part of the country for school or something like that, and both of you were sensible enough that don't do the long distance thing, it's not a good idea, and you parted ways amicably or something like that, okay. Because she had to relocate. That's a different thing, and it wasn't going to work for you, and not for her. You separate. And if she came back to your city permanently and went and reached out, then that's worth meeting up for a drink or some French onion soup at Panera Bread or something like that, and giving it a second chance because it ended well. But it may not work. But other than that, if there was a breakup because she wasn't in the right headspace, had to go find herself or some crap like that, no, don't waste your time. But women cannot take rejection, and so she has to lash out and make him the villain here. He's not the villain. He has a right to, not get back with her, and two, clearly wasn't very happy. He was kind of relieved that she broke up with him. So there you go. Now, I'm going to read some comments here, showing you a lot of people are on his side. One guy says, not the a-hole. First off, many people are in a relationship that are running on autopilot, and if one person makes the break, it can be a relief to the other person as well. This is more obvious in hindsight. At the initial trauma, the breakup is behind you. Your ex doesn't sound very mature. She's wanting to rewrite your history together in a frame that is more flattering to her. Well, that's not how this works. Yeah, a lot of people stay in relationships far longer than they should. And it is a relief sometimes after the shock and the shift in the lifestyles that you're parted ways. Another one. Not the a-hole. She probably ended things to test things with somebody else, and it didn't go like she thought. Guarantee that happened. Maybe that's just me being jaded. Either way, definitely rich. She got upset and didn't want to get back with her. Though you could have communicated that unhappiness before if you knew. Oh, shut up. Who cares? But sometimes we don't realize how unhappy we are in a relationship until we get some space. Glad you found your peace, bro. Yeah. If this chick is such a catch, why can't she get another guy? Right? And one more. Guy says, not the a-hole. She thought the power of the relationship was all with her since she technically ended it. She thought you were heartbroken, hoping for her to come back, giving her all the authority in the relationship. Ding, ding, ding. I should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, that's also what's going on. She thought she had the power because she dumped him. She likely saw coming back to you as her allowing you the pleasure of her company, delicious ego food. You basically told her that you were already thinking about ending it yourself, but she did you the favor while also declining her request to start again. Meaning not only did she not really break up with you, but she's now the one asking to start again and being declined. She's responding to you hurting her ego, not her heart. Yeah, her heart doesn't care. It's about the ego. And by the way, now she's going to tarnish his name now to everybody she knows about this whole thing. Probably on TikTok or something stupid like that. And one more. That's some weird logic the ex had. The relationship gets thrown out if she's unhappy, but if you're both unhappy, you should have worked to save it, ? I think the ex was banking on you being willing to give it another chance, and when you said no, they childishly lashed out with nonsense justification. Bullet dodged twice, OP. He did. Now I'm hoping down the road if she reaches out again, or he runs it into her at Costco, he doesn't entertain her because she'll start this crap all up again. There you go. Can't take rejection. When they're finding themselves, they're usually finding Chad or Tyrone. And what was the last one? They always come back.